Let's squeeze in another story because these have been quite short so far. My wife thinks we're soulmates. I think I settled. Based on the title alone, breakup. She deserves better. Breakup. We've been together we've been together 9 years. Married for 6. She's kind, loyal, sweet, smart. She loves me deeply, and she believes we were destined to meet. I treat her well. I've never cheated. Mate, that's the bare minimum. We laugh together, also bare minimum. On paper, we're perfect. But if I'm being honest, I've never been in love with her. My God. I cared about her, yes, but I was heartbroken when we met. She came into my life when I needed stability and comfort, and I mistook that for love. I kept thinking it would grow, it never did. Now we're in our 30s, we talk about kids. She looks at me like I'm the best thing that ever happened to her, and I feel like a fraud. I don't want to hurt her, I don't want to blow up both our lives, but I lie every night feeling like I stole the future of someone that could have had real epic love, and I don't think I'll ever forgive myself. Alright, forget about your guilt. That's not important in this. Stop, I feel so bad. No, think about your wife. Feel bad for her. She's the one missing out on someone who actually loves her and is excited about her, because that's what she deserves. That's what everyone deserves. The way she feels about you is how she deserves to feel felt about as well. Do her a favour and break up. It's gonna break her heart now, but in the long term, it's gonna be good for her. You know? Honestly, he should have broken up with her years ago. He really should. But seriously, just break up. There's no fixing this. Either you have the feelings or you don't. And you don't. So stop trying to drag it out longer just because you get something nice out of it. This one, I vaguely remember this one's quite bad. How can I save my marriage? I, 34 male, have been married to my wife, 30 female, for 10 years. So I've been married to my wife for 10 years and have 3 beautiful girls. Our life has been a series of ups and downs, with most of those downs being caused by me. I grew up in an abusive home with little to no... Oh, no, it's a typo. Okay. With little to no protection, both inside and outside the home. Her family life was no walk in the park, per se, but it was more stable than mine. That said, I have gone to therapy on and off, but it hasn't stuck for various reasons, usually because the therapist doesn't work out. Last summer, because of the neglect I was inflicting, at least he owns it. He inflicted neglect. He owns that, so more than can be said for the last man. My wife went to go spend the summer with her parents in, is that Florida? To get a break and took the kids. That was a really hard summer and made me realise how incredible she truly is. Come on. She had the kids all alone all summer with no help from you, and you had it really hard. Unfortunately, only minor changes were made when she came back, and a lot of things were swept under the rug. That's a you problem. You're the one neglecting her. You're the one who was sad she left. You made no change when she came back. This sounds like it's all on you, mate. Earlier this year, I lost my job, which only added more to the pile. After about 3 months of job hunting, we made the tough call to move back with family until we were back on our feet. However, during this 3-month period, I got a job with Uber Eats. One day when I was supposed to be out delivering, I instead drove around town all day. She called me throughout the day to check on me, too, which I lied to her about where I was and what I was doing. It's badly written. When confronted, I tried to gaslight her into thinking that there was something wrong with the app and I would figure it out. That didn't fly, and she kept looking for an answer, to which I gave her more lies. Ultimately, I came clean when I was backed into a corner with all the evidence. She's broken. I caused it. There's no way around that. We just finished talking and it sounds like this is the end. I need to know what it takes to fix this, if anything. Mate, you had so many opportunities to fix this. In 10 years, and you've made mistake. She left for a while, she came back, you realised how awful it was, you could have changed then, you could have fixed it then. You didn't. It is too late. Just accept the breakup. Let her move on. Let her be happy. Let her sort her life out without you. And you sort your life out as well, you clearly need it. Oh my God, let's read some comments. Oh, okay, this is a good comment. Do you love her, or do you love what she does for you? It sounds like you don't exactly want to change the way you're behaving. You want a short-term quick fix so that she will go back to normal and you can continue to treat her like her needs don't matter. She's tired of being in a tolerable state of permanent unhappiness. You don't fix this, you treat people better. You care about their happiness and you actively work towards making their life better for you being in it, not worse. This stands no matter whether your wife stays or goes. That's a great comment. I love that. Another person says, I don't think you can fix it. You're a terrible husband to her, and the most you can do is just accept whatever decision she wants to make regarding your marriage. If she chooses to stay, then it's really your last chance to prove and show you want to be better, and maybe you guys can get in a better place. But if she wants to divorce, then I think being cordial is being the best father you can be. Then I think being cordial and being the best father you can be is all that is left. Ooh, big comment here. I'm sorry for your situation, but it's frustrating to read. It was. Because it just feels like you do all these things, feel sorry, and then keep doing them. I'm sorry you experienced abuse, so did I, so did many, but it's not a get out of jail free card or a permanent excuse to be an uncaring bumhole. You seem to have a pattern. You do hurtful or actively neglectful things, your wife confronts you, you take small performative action, it's not clear how wholeheartedly or with how much effort, then backslide. Then she's had enough and you're suddenly really, really sorry. The problem is you're not. You seem unwilling to make actual effort or long-term changes. The ship of your marriage has been sinking for years, and your answer each time seems to have been to grab a bucket for a few minutes, then look for praise when she's trying to steer away from the rocks. Then they quote a few of the things he said, like, I've gone to therapy on and off, but it hasn't stuck for various reasons, usually because the therapist doesn't work out. Last summer, because of the neglect I was inflicting, my wife went to go spend the summer with her parents. Unfortunately, only minor changes were made when she came back, and a lot of things were swept under the rug. Your language about your own behaviour is so passive. Look at these examples. It was exactly passive. This is a great point. Look at these examples here. You keep trying to shift blame vaguely to the universe as if it wasn't you acting out. Therapy hasn't stuck despite multiple therapists. Have you asked yourself why? Are you combative or resistant to what your therapist discuss or suggest? The irony is you're actually committing to therapy might have saved you and your marriage. Get therapy and own your behaviour. Like, I think they're completely right. And there are a few times where, like, the therapist doesn't work out. So I've seen 4 different therapists in my life. The first one was absolutely awful. She was the university therapist, and I just felt she was being very judgmental. I did not feel safe or supported. I didn't go back to see her. I was just like, no. The second one, she was great, but I only had a limited number of sessions with her. The third one, I didn't really connect with either. And then the fourth one that I saw here in Leeds, and I still go back to and see when I need to, she's wonderful, she's brilliant, she's really good at, like, understanding a lot of the stuff that I go through and helping me figure things out for myself, and, like, she's really great. So I do think there are times when your therapist won't be right for you, but in those cases you just keep trying until you do find one that works, if you actually care about getting help and improving. You know what I mean? This comment goes on and says, because of the neglect I was inflicting, what does this even mean? You can't even be honest with yourself. You're trying so hard to couch this in inoffensive terms. You weren't inflicting neglect. You were neglecting your wife. Okay, this is a great point, actually. I thought at least he was owning this here, saying, like, you know, the neglect I was inflicting, but this is a good point. It's still a bit passive. I don't think I'd be as harsh as this commenter, but I see where they're coming from. You were neglecting your wife full stop, and from your own descriptions, not supporting her as an equal partner, emotionally abusing, and even gaslighting her. Own your behaviour. Only minor changes were made. Dude, you act like you're not even a main character in your story. Unfortunately, be honest here, you resisted change. You didn't care enough to do what she asked. You didn't come through. Again, own your behaviour. I think there's no way for you to save your marriage, even if you're actually willing to do the work. But the only thing you can do here is try. Try to be a better partner. Apologise and work your bum off. Show her you will truly change. Commit to being a better partner, whether or not you split up. Get therapy. Face what you've done with no more excuses. Stop gaslighting and lying to her, and stop lying to yourself. Own your behaviour, and for God's sakes, try to learn from it. Or you won't just lose your wife and family, you'll continue to sabotage yourself for a very unhappy life. Great points here, absolutely great points. And I do think, like, there's a lot of stuff that he needs to do to work on himself. I'm just not sure he's ever going to be a good husband to her or anyone else, because he doesn't seem willing to change because he wants to make her happy. He seems to only want to make changes to keep her around because, like that other commenter said, he loves her for what she can do for him, not for who she is. So I think the best thing she can do is just break up. Move on, find someone decent, just break up. There you go.